tips for interaction in intimate relationships. Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about a relatively private but important topic in intimate relationships. Many people may encounter some minor troubles during intimate moments, especially newbies who often feel unable to let go at this special moment. This is actually a very common situation, so don't be anxious about it. Let's first talk about why many people are more restrained when they are intimate. Take girls as an example. Shyness is almost the norm. After all, intimate behavior itself is extremely private. And if the environment is not ideal, such as a small space and poor sound insulation, it is inevitable that you will be worried about this and that. This psychological burden will naturally make it difficult for people to completely relax. In fact, this has a lot to do with the external environment, and there is really no need to blame yourself too much. If you really can't overcome this tension in such a not so good environment, don't force yourself to overcome it. If your partner is still complaining about this, you might as well ask him to think of a way to find a safer, more private and comfortable place. For example, in a cozy room, light some scented candles and place often soothing music. These small changes may help you relax slowly. Next, let's talk about some boys' girlfriends and novice friends. Many boys complained to me that when they were intimate with their girlfriends, the other party did not respond at all, neither making a sound nor moving, just like a dead fish, which made them feel very boring and frustrated because they didn't know whether their girlfriends were comfortable or not. In fact, giving some responses to the other half who is working hard at the intimate moment is not just to please the other party. To some extent, this is also a disguised way of pleasing yourself. Why do you say that? Because only when you give the other party a response, he will be more motivated and work harder to make you feel beautiful. I know that it is a bit difficult to ask naturally shy girls to do some bolder behaviors, such as making special sounds and trying various complex postures. After all, personality and concepts cannot be changed all at once. But don't worry, I will teach you some simple and easy to do little behaviors to prevent you from being boring like an inflatable doll in intimate moments. First, if you don't feel brave enough to make that special sound, let's start with simple panting. Everyone can breathe, but there are some little tricks here. You should breathe faster and more deeply and try to breathe through your mouth. You can try to put your mouth close to the boy's ear. This has two advantages. On the one hand, your hot air blowing on his ears can make him feel more. On the other hand, he can hear your reaction more clearly and know that you feel it. This method is simple and effective, and it won't make you feel too embarrassed. Secondly, if you think those complicated body movements are difficult to do, then you will definitely hug. In daily interactions, hugging between couples is very common. In fact, in intimate moments, you can also use hugging postures to increase interaction. For example, you can put your hands around his waist or back. If you feel that this is not enough, then hug his neck. At the same time, your legs can also wrap around his waist. This action may seem simple, but it can greatly shorten the distance between you and make the boy feel your encouragement and trust. When hugging, you can also try to gently stroke his skin with your fingers, but this may be a bit difficult for some particularly shy people. If you can't do it, it doesn't matter. Just start with a simple hug. Also, during the intimate process, many girls feel embarrassed to look at each other directly, so they often choose to close their eyes throughout the process. In fact, you don't have to stare at his eyes all the time. You can lower your eyes a little to let the boy see your flickering eyelashes, which will look particularly cute. Or gently bite your lower lip. This little action can also show an innocent and shy feeling. If you feel embarrassed to do even these, there is another simple way, which is to get close to him and kiss him with your eyes closed. The boy cannot see your facial expression, but also think that you are very active and cooperative. Isn't it killing two birds with one stone? If you can do all the 3 points mentioned above, you can try to combine them and do them together. With vocal responses, physical interactions, and some eye contact or facial expressions, you will never feel like a dead fish. Instead, you will make the other person feel that you are very enthusiastic and full of emotions. Finally, I still want to emphasize that these interactions and interests in intimate moments are not just to make boys happy, but more of an encouragement to them. After boys feel your response, they will be more attentive and work harder so that you can also get a better experience. Let's think about it from another angle. If the roles are reversed when you are working hard, the other party has no response at all, will you also feel very boring or even don't want to continue? Therefore, these small interactions are really important in intimate relationships. It can make both parties more engaged and make this intimate time more beautiful. I hope that these small methods shared today can help everyone so that every couple can have a sweeter and more harmonious intimate relationship.